Hi, this is Vicki with the Paper Connection, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm so excited to be with you again today. Today's card is from Memorable Mosaic. It's a beautiful stamp set. You can purchase a punch that is actually this size, and it looks like you have stamped maybe white ink on a dark colored paper or something, when in all actuality you're stamping the color onto the white paper. It's so cool. There's so many different things. I'll show you in the catalog real quickly. Even the paper is so amazing that you can use your paper instead of stamping, and that's one of the things that I'm going to do. I'm going to add paper with a little bit of stamping today and show you just how wonderful your project can be. It's called the Mosaic Mood Suite, and there's a punch, a stamp set, an embossing folder, there's embellishments, papers, ribbons. It's amazing. So you'll want to check that out. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started playing. Okay, I brought in my supplies, and what I've got here is Whisper White. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to burnish that along the edges. Then I have the new in color of Terracotta Tile, and it is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have, this is the from the Mosaic Mood Paper Pack. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a shiny and like an iridescence to it, and it's kind of raised, like three-dimensional. And then on the other side is just regular paper, but it's just gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and put this together. I normally don't do that, but I'm not stamping on this. I'm just going to glue my stamped project on top of it. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put this together on top of the Terracotta Tile, and it matches so perfectly. We did this card in a card class, one of my card classes, a month or so ago, and it's so pretty. I just thought I had to do it again. There we go. And then I'll glue this to my cardstock, to my actual card base. It is going to be a landscape card. You always got to make sure that you're, depending on the pattern of your paper, that you are placing it in the right direction. I did want my brick layout. It looks like, to me, it looks like old cobblestone brick streets. When I was a little girl and lived in Adel, Georgia, the street to my school was cobblestones like this. It was an old brick street. So you want to make sure that it's going in the right direction. Okay, for time's sake, I went ahead and cut out a stitched rectangle. I used the stitched rectangle die set. I think there might be about 15 different sizes that come with this set. It is such a great deal for your money. And I think this is the third largest one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the stamp Thank You, and I'm going to bring in Soft Suede, and I'm just going to stamp the word or the phrase Thank You up at the top. There we go. Then what I'm going to do, this is some of the designer series paper, and as you can see, just like the Mosaic brickwork, the hummingbirds have a little bit of a sheen, and they're raised. So I'm going to fussy cut out a hummingbird, and I'm also going to cut out one of the flowers. So we'll get started doing that. And let's see, I think I want to use this one this time. And you'll notice that I am moving the paper around my hand rather than me moving my hand around. Okay, I'm going to finish this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And while I was gone, I cut out the flowers, and I cut out 2 of the birds and a butterfly. I wasn't real sure which direction I wanted it to go. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it like this other card and have it go in like this. I kind of like to do things differently, so I thought about doing it this way and then having a bird coming in this way. And I think I really like that idea. And I probably won't even use the butterfly, but I think I'm going to do it this way. But before I do that, and I'll save these for another project, but before I do that, I am going to bring in my silicone mat, and I'll glue this down. These silicone mats are fantastic because you can put glue directly on them, and you're not going to end up sticking things to itself, you know, or having a big sticky mess or anything. So what I'm going to do first before I start with all the gluing is to bring in my braided linen trim. Whew, that's a mouthful. And I'm going to just bring it across like this, across the front of my paper. And I used a glue dot to secure it in place. And then I'll just bring it back here, clip it off, and I'll use a glue dot to secure it in the back here. You actually save a little bit on your ribbon and your yarn or whatever it is that you're using by doing that, and it decreases the amount of bulk that you have in the back, so it's not quite as thick in the back. So I'm just going to bring this around, and I'm going to make a double layer of it, and I'm just going to use that same glue dot and stick it down right there, and then just trim it off. That's my favorite way to apply ribbon. Okay, I think I am going to stick, actually I don't have to, because I'm going to be putting dimensionals on all of these. So let's go ahead and put dimensionals on the back, and I'll speed this process up. Okay, now we'll go ahead and adhere this into place. All right, I'm going to place it. I don't mind if it just hangs off a little bit, so I'm going to place it about like that. And then I'm going to place him just about like that, because I don't want to have a lot going into my thank you up here, but I do want his nose, his beak, to be going into the flower. Then I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to glue this down. To my project. Look how easy and how beautiful that is. Isn't that colorful? But I'm not done yet. I'm going to add some embellishments to it. And I'm going to use the Terra Cotta tile color, and it is in the multifaceted in colors. I love these. They're so pretty. I don't think I'm going to use the really large one because there's not a lot of space on it already. So I think I'm probably going to just put one there, and then maybe here, and then maybe another right there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I mean, it's the same card basically, but I used different flowers, and I used a different bird. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. It's so easy. Okay, now to do the inside. For the inside, I'm going to bring in terracotta tile ink. Yes, I know I used soft suede on the front, but I'm okay with using a different color on the inside. And I'm using this stamp that says, "All the pieces of your kindness make my life more beautiful." Ta-da! Isn't that gorgeous? It is such a pretty card. I hope you liked it, and I hope that it will inspire you to make one of your own. I would encourage you to check out the Memorable Mosaic stamp set and all of these beautiful papers. These papers are incredible. You could use them with just about any stamp set, and I would encourage you to look into getting them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And I would love for you to subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notification when I have more videos coming. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day.